Good morning, Gogglefrogs.
Hello.
We're back.
We are.
And you know who is back? Robert, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, so he got back. I know that you'll want to know everything about his holiday, and I'm sure he's going to tell you what he's been doing, although you've seen some of it on social media anyway. But he'll give you an overview, and a warm welcome to you. Thank you, Brigitte. This is episode 253. So good morning. Lovely to see you. Fabulous to be back. And I hope you've had a lovely break and rest. And back for Gogglefrogs this morning. I'm Angela, and this is my lovely friend, co-host, partner in everything, Robert.
Hello.
So a few little rules. We're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to do whatever. I hope you've got a nice cup of something. I've got a cup of tea. Robert, what have you got this morning?
I've got Rabina, because I've already had 3 cups of tea this morning and don't want any more.
So do tell us what you're drinking as well this morning. And I hope you've got something simple, some simple knitting to do. I haven't done any knitting for about a week, honestly. So none of this has been done. And I think, yeah, I'm still halfway through the row that I was on in the last show. So I'll pick that up again today. Something simple, because we might come out with a clanger, a corker, technical glitch, you name it, and that may cause you to drop a stitch or go wrong in your pattern. So make sure it's simple. There's a chat box on your right hand side that doesn't record. So hello everyone on replay, hello everyone on YouTube, and we will be reading out the chat so you know what's been happening. You can see us, but we cannot see you. So, we've got a Facebook group, Gogglefrogs, Craft and Natter. Join that, because we're going to be sharing whatever's been put in there in the last week, which could be fun. Yes. So, yeah.
And can we just say apologies again, while we've been off, Demi and I have done another upgrade. The buttons look the same. We've got no colours on the screen today, though, which I find a bit odd. But there was a message when I logged on this morning to say we've upgraded, and I was like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I can't read all of that now. So sorry if it's not what you're used to. I
was just looking, thinking, oh,
it's very black and white, isn't it?
The chat box has changed. Oh,
yeah.
So never mind. It's we've had some time off. We've done things. So at some point, I'm sure we'll find out what's happened. But hey ho, it works. We know it records. It's fine. We're fine. So, do you know what? This is really quite picking up some knitting again. Oh my word, this feels really weird. Haven't knitted in a whole week.
I managed half a round of crochet and 1 row of knitting, which I think I've got to unpick. And I think I've got to unpick the row below it as well, because I think I've somehow managed to reverse the pattern, and I think you can tell, but I got annoyed and threw it in a bag, and that'll teach me for trying to do knitting at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh dear.
When I'm waking up, but never mind.
Oh dear.
Right, shall we say some good mornings?
That'd be great. I'm just getting some battery.
Okay, so we start with Trisha. Hi, Trisha.
Hello.
We have Linda with a Y. Hello, Linda.
Hello.
We have Linda Ellis. Good morning.
Hello.
We have Judy. Hi, Judy.
Hello.
We have Janice. Hi, Janice.
Hi.
We have Georgie. Hi, Georgie.
Morning.
We have Brigitte. Good morning.
Morning.
And we have Amber. Good morning.
Good morning.
So catch up on chat. Brigitte says, morning peeps 253. Yes, I lost complete track of it this morning. I couldn't remember when I was filling in my tracker. I was like, what number is it? What? I don't understand. So yep. Thank you for the reminder. Tricia says, morning folks. Judy says, morning everybody, welcome back. Georgie says, morning, lovely to see you both. Amber says, good morning everybody. Brigitte says she can see us in colour. Yes, we should be in colour, but everything around us, the chat box and the screens, are black and white. Don't know why. Linda says, morning, listening while doing some housework. I feel your pain. I will explain all later. The other Linda says, good morning, everybody. Hope you're both refreshed after your break. And Brigitte says, at Linda, what's housework? Yes. Couldn't agree more. Oh dear. So shall we do music before we go into what our weeks are like and stuff like that? And while we do music, folks, obviously we've missed you as much as you've missed us. So please do tell us what your week was like as well. What was the highlight of your week? Was there a low point of your week? Just chat so we can catch up on your news as well. And on the subject of missing people, Angela, I've really missed you. It's been about 2.5 weeks now since I think I've seen you.
I've missed you so much. It was just, I know there was 1 day or 2 days where we didn't message, and it was just like...
I know, it was bizarre, wasn't it? So normally in our world, we message each other 2-3 times a day. And I think we did maybe once or twice this whole week. It was very strange.
It was.
So today's music is dedicated to you and to all of our Gogglefroggers who I definitely missed. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Voice, amazing. Yeah, and do you know what? I've never heard that version. I've only ever heard it on Golden Girls.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't actually know how it went properly. So no, absolutely fabulous. Great track. And yeah, maybe we should be the Golden Frogs or something like that. Golden Girls, who knows? Just one of those things.
So Jackie has joined. Good morning, Jackie. She said, just popping in for a few minutes. Heard the first few bars of the piano and knew it was "Thank you for being a friend. Love this song." Brigitte says, "I reciprocate the sentiment. I really value my friends." Amber says, "Working on baby booties for co-workers. All of you have been missed." Tricia says, "Down south visiting family for the first time in 11 months. Oh, wow. Whereabouts south are you, Tricia?
Wow.
Brigitte says, "However, I don't think I can stretch to a Cadillac." And then says, "Tricia, have a fabulous time." And Georgie says, "Oh, that was lovely." So, so how was your week?
Well, Monday and Tuesday was creating the cake. So I made the wedding cake. I'll pop a picture on Facebook as well after I've finished talking in a minute. So the cake was beautiful, and I just had this goal. I had to get it finished by Tuesday. So because I wanted Wednesday free, because what you always do in Cake World is you start creating, and then you're still making it at 2 in the morning. So I thought, if I say I have to have it done by Tuesday, by 2 in the morning, it'll be fine. I had it finished by about 6 o'clock, so it was absolutely fine. So that was all done. Wednesday had a bit of a long day. I had to go and I had a couple of meetings, and then my cousin, whose wedding it was on Thursday, asked if my mum, her Auntie Anne, could, because she's called Anne, she's called Jane, but it's one of those families where everyone has a different name. So she says, "Oh, could Auntie Anne give me something old?" So I said, "Of course, you know, of course we can just get that." And I did think of looking in my stuff, and I thought, no, it's got to be off my mum, off her Auntie Anne. So we then drove up to Leeds. We got to Leeds at 4:45, popped into the shop, then got to the house, looked through everything, found 2 items that could be something old, jumped back in the car. Then we drove to Doncaster because it was my uncle's birthday, to drop his cards off. And you know, when you put money in the card, you can't send it in the post, can you? And then we got home at about 10 o'clock. And then the following day was the wedding. So the following day, and then that night, I had to put the ganache on, because I'd made her a wedding cake, but I also made her a chocolate cake to cut. So I had to put the ganache on the top of the chocolate cake. Got up early Thursday, got to the wedding so much later than I expected, by which point I had 2 different cake boards, because you will not believe over the last 18 months how many cake decorating suppliers have actually closed down. and there's certain things that you don't want to buy them because they're huge things. You know, you just want to rent them, hire them, because if you do another one, you'll never use that cake stand again. So anyway, 2 blooming big cake stands in the end, a wooden one and a silvery one, turned up there, and it was to go on a beautiful barrel. So put the cake up and then got it all done, and then her husband's parents, well, his dad, does all this, you know, where you burn onto wood. So he'd made Mr. and Mrs. and the date of the wedding. So I had to then redo it, but it looked beautiful. So the cake was gorgeous. We had this beautiful creation. And I said to her, I said, are you cutting the cake, or some traditions change? And she says, I really don't know what to do with the cake. She says, I'll cut it at home. I said, that's absolutely fine. I said, it does freeze. Now, in true Angela style, this cake was the same size as I would do for a 200-person wedding, but there were only 50 at the wedding. So they are eating cake for the next 3 years. But it was lovely. So that was up until Thursday. We came home. We left at 9:30 at night. Thinking, I mean, they're all in the 30s, but you know, it was a beautiful teepee, this out in the middle of nowhere, 50 guests outside little ceremony, even though they got married in lockdown with 8 people, including them too. So it was just wonderful. So we thought, let them just party. So we left at 9:30, got stuck in traffic. They'd shut the M1. Didn't get home until 1:15 in the morning. So it was just nearly 4 hours coming home, and I was just exhausted by the end. But hey ho. And then yesterday, I don't think I did very much at all. I had a big lie-in yesterday. So it's been a hectic week, but it's been a lovely, lovely week.
Good.
So I will put a picture onto Facebook now for you all, so you can see.
Okay.
How was your week anyway? More importantly, how was yours?
So I was travelling last Saturday, wasn't I? We were going to build furniture for Gary.
Yes.
That went okay. So, actually quite remarkably okay. And then Sunday we said goodbye to the boys and we started packing. Monday we left at 10 and we didn't think we could check in till 5. We got a phone call at 11 o'clock to say, what time will you be here? So we said, well, actually, we've just left. We know we can't get to you till 5. We'll be there at 5. And they said, oh, no, you can check in after 2. And we were like, oh, OK, wish we'd known that, but never mind. We'll be with you between 3 and 4. And we got to the lodge, and honestly, I think it was so peaceful, quiet, and the lake was lovely. The lodge was spacious. And just, yeah, honestly, worth every single penny that we paid. And then on Tuesday, we went to Kendal. At least I can say I've been now. Can't say I go back. And then on Wednesday, we went to Windermere. But Windermere, I don't know if anybody's ever been who's on here, but quite small and boring. So Gary decided, oh, we'll go for a walk, and we ended up. He wanted to go to Lake Windermere, so we ended up. Sorry, Jackie's just saying, where did we stay? We stayed in Carnforth, so just south of the lakes. And so Gary was determined he wanted to see Lake Windermere, so we walked from Windermere to Bowness to see Lake Windermere, and that was really nice. And then he decided that we were going to walk back. And I said to him, you're going to regret this. You're going to regret this. But actually, it was good stead for what was coming on Wednesday. Thursday. And on Thursday, we went to Blackpool. Now, I've only been to Blackpool once. Gary's never been. Yeah, we went for a very, very, very long walk. We started at the Pleasure Beach end. And couldn't get into the Pleasure Beach. Well, we could have got into the Pleasure Beach, but you now can't just walk around the Pleasure Beach. You have to pay to go in. Before COVID, they were doing walk around tickets. But I wasn't paying £40 each to go in and just walk around. Yeah, don't get me wrong, £40 included all the rides, which I would have done, but Gary doesn't like the rides, so he'd have just been stood there waiting. So instead, we decided to just take a leisurely stroll right the way along the front to the tower. So we did the South Pier, the Central Pier. We had fish and chips from Mother Hubbard's.
Hey!
But I don't think it's the same Mother Hubbard's though.
Oh, do you not?
No. So the Mother Hubbard's in Blackpool is a chain, but I don't think the one in Swatham that we stop at is a chain. It's on their franchise list anyway, and it has a different website address.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, there we go. So we had fish and chips from there, and we went up the tower, which was lovely. Absolutely loved the tower. Both got scared on the glass floor, but did it. And then we went back. So that was Thursday. We got back to the lodge Thursday night. And please do not adjust your cameras. But are you ready?
Oh my God. I
That's what it was before.
A tattoo then.
That's what it is now.
Oh my God. That is so much colour.
I have tanned the most I've ever tanned, and it was only 21 degrees, and it wasn't particularly sunny, but it was gorgeous. Anyway, and then we drove home yesterday.
Oh.
So and then I've got up very early this morning, and have started to clear the living room because the decorator's coming next week to fix the leak that we had.
Yes.
So that's got to be emptied, and I'm back to work tomorrow. So.
Oh.
And we're going to the cinema this afternoon as well. So nice end to a lovely, well-needed break. And we both said it was really nice because we just, even when we were in the lodge, we played cards, and I'm going to say Gary beat me this time. Normally it's me that beats Gary, but no, Gary thrashed me. Not even by a little bit, by an absolute lot, yeah. So yeah, it was just really nice, and we had dinner out. We took dinner back to the lodge. It was just so nice.
Oh wow!
So
would you go again?
I'd go back to the lodge. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I would only go there if we found some other places to go that weren't around the lakes, because I think we've done Lake Windermere now.
Yeah.
South. So yeah, I think we'd probably venture other ways.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just so glad that you had a lovely time though. And yeah, I can't believe your colour either.
I know.
It's weird though, isn't it? Sometimes I always say that the best time to tan is, when it gets to about tea time. Bye. When it's about tea time, if you're on the beach and there's a little bit of wind and it cools down a little bit, but that's the time when you just seem to get more colour. And when it's really, really hot, I don't think you do get much colour, do you? But you're walking around in it, and yeah, you're looking fab. You're looking so chilled and relaxed, and yeah, I just can't believe that colour. Wow.
Oh dear. Tricia says she's in southwest London, Worcester Park and Sutton. Oh, have a lovely time. Linda says, thanks for saying what the music was, Jackie. My tablet was playing Silly Beggars. Oh, I'm sorry you missed it. Jackie says I'm nearly dark as her. And then Tricia says, got to go see you next week.
See you soon.
So how's Mum?
She's fine. She was ready, but I think she's just pottering in the bedroom. So yeah, she's fine. She absolutely loved the wedding. Absolutely loved it. So it was fab. And my cousin loved it as well. And do you know what? It was because I posted pictures because it was a TP wedding. It's and the ceremony was outside. We had no masks. it was like 50 people. It was just like being back and normal. Staff had to wear them, but that's for their insurance. Well, not staff, the caterers that you got in, because caterers have to, there were no facilities on site. So you have to hire people onto it, but the most amazing big teepee. It was so pretty. And at the back, there were all these big Chesterfield settees if you wanted to sit down, and long benches and lights everywhere. And it was just lovely. So it was just nice to have a day of normality. And I thought in the whole day, I got there, didn't even ask if there'd be a knife to cut the cake, because there always is, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because so anyway, I couldn't like have cut the cake, but somebody else brought cheese boards, so never mind, there was a thing on there. But I shot out to go and get paper plates and little serviettes and stuff like that. So I found a little Tesco's, and I thought, I'm at a wedding, we're fine, we don't have to wear masks at this wedding. And then I went into a Tesco Express with 2 people in it, like 2 members of staff, and I had to put a mask on. It's just like, this is just bizarre. And we've got Wembley having football matches with millions of people there. It's just all a little bit bonkers at the moment in my head, the fact that it's fine to have all those thousands of people together. So I just think that, hopefully as of the 19th, what is it, a week on Monday, we're going to be back to normal. But yeah, it was fabulous just to be normal for a day. So, and then so it was great. So there we go. I'll have another cup of tea. I've done half a row and I've started another row. I feel really quite enamoured here. Oh. Brigitte says, I fear another lockdown is not impossible. I know, but all I keep saying is, do you know what? They've been telling us they've banked everything on these vaccines. So these vaccines should damn well work, shouldn't they? So let's see. If they don't work, I think we will be really, really annoyed. But they should be working. So hopefully we're not going to have another lockdown. Let's just keep our fingers crossed.
I think it's a really interesting discussion. I think we're kind of at the point now where we need to go back to normal and let people decide what they want and choose to do. And I think oh, hello Anne. She's going to Carnforth in September. Oh, maybe going to the same place. But I think people have just got to decide what they want to do. And I know, so every time we were out, I wear a lanyard to say that I'm exempt from wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He really struggled, and I've felt so bad for him. And I know you struggle as well, don't you, Angela? And I think we just need to test it. And I know the numbers are going to go up, but we will never know if this vaccine is actually going to work unless we test it. And if you look at the number of hospital beds and the number of deaths now, it's so much more reduced than it was this time last year, March last year. And I think, we've just got to try it. And there are so many businesses struggling out there across all sectors. Yeah. We just need to. Yeah.
And it is absolutely about choice. And over the last 18 months, I have, I suppose I did have a choice, but I didn't have a choice. I have hurtled backwards and forwards up the M1. I've got so many people in my family who were shielding, not able to get out, not able to shop. So between Sheffield, Leeds and Doncaster, I've had to hurtle around and support lots of different families. Couldn't move to Leeds, at home here. And I just think, you can be a little bit safe. But it's down to everybody's choice. I'm just at I'm just at the point now that I've had it once. I still got no sense of smell. So I just want to get back to normal as much as I can. So
and that's the thing, isn't it? Is we don't know how many people actually had it who didn't know that they had it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I never knew that I had it. I couldn't, because there's no testing for anybody unless you were admitted into hospital when I had it. But my dad had it. We think my mum had it. We think I had it. Well, I know I had it because I've never lost my sense of smell ever in my life before. But it affects different people in different ways. So it's it's a challenge, but it's something that we will get through. As always, we always get through things. So yeah, we just need a little bit of confidence, don't we? Confidence that things are working. So they're doing little tests, yeah. So fingers crossed. I'd like to think we're over the worst. I think every country would like to think that we're over the worst. So yeah, we'll see. So anyway, what I want to know, Robert, and I don't know if anyone else wants to know this as well, did you go past any wool shops?
So when we went to Kendal, the first shop we walked past was a craft shop. And I went, oh, wool! And Gary went, could you get any more excited? I went in, and I knew more about the wool than the lady that was behind the counter. But never mind. And then she showed me some lovely hand-dyed stuff, and I could have quite easily spent a lot of money straight away. And then a big crowd came in, and I saw Gary stood outside under the umbrella getting a bit wet, and I thought, no, I'll leave it. And then we found a second shop just by coincidence, and again went in, had some absolutely lovely wool, and then just thought, do you know what, no, I've got too much of it. And even sorting out my craft room today, I found stuff that I didn't know I had. And this wasn't even the stuff with my stash. This is just lying around the room, and I'm like, oh, I'd forgotten that. Oh, I'd forgotten that.
So what have you found?
Well, I found those lovely hanks that are Gogglefrogs from a few months ago. Do you remember the brightly coloured ones?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I've forgotten as well.
The ones that I got from Jackie were still on my craft table, so they've now gone away. But then I turned around and I hadn't forgotten, but I hadn't realised I hadn't put them away. The ones that I bought from Unravel to make that cowl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So then I had to open the wardrobe again to put those away, and I was like, okay, this is becoming a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I know. I just don't have enough hours in the day.
No.
To knit. With everything else that I'm trying to do at the moment as well, it's just a bit of a challenge. Do you know what I actually did? I actually started reading a book the other day. It was fabulous.
Wow.
I know. I have this little rule that every time I go to get my hair done in Hemel, I pop into Waterstones there so that I'm supporting a bookshop. And I thought, fabulous. So I bought 3 books there. And you know how? You always think the best deals are online, don't you? Amazon or whatever. Absolutely not, I'm telling you. So I went in and it was buy one, get one half price. So I picked 2 of those up. And then there was this other one, a book of the month as well. I said, oh, which one shall I get out of those? And he said, well, they're both very good. He said, and to be honest, the fact that one's about a book of the month, I can do you a deal on that one, so you get that one half price as well. So I got one at full price, which was about £9.99, and then 2 at £4.98, or not for like a fiver. So that was really, really good. And I thought they're all brand new books. So although the first book I picked up, I don't know if I told you this the other day, I think I did on the show. It was quite a thin book, and it's a bit of a thriller type thing. Well, there were all these words in it that I've never ever come across in my life. So I'd had to use the thesaurus, I don't know how many times, which was absolutely amazing. And then I gave up on that one. And then I started reading another book, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm at least halfway through that, but you won't be pleased with me because it's one that I'm really interested in. And if there's things in a book where I think I want to research more on that, or if there's a certain area or place and I think I want to go there on my travels at some point, I get a highlighter pen and I highlight the book. So my book is filled with highlighters now. All different things that I want to either research or go and discover. So that was really good. Yeah, reading books again was really nice. And I went up to bed and used my craft light that goes round my neck and sat there drinking a cup of tea, all my nice pillows and reading my book. So it was fab. It was a lovely, lovely evening.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that was good.
Amber says, I'm going through stash. It's like my own personal Christmas, as I'm always surprised at the yarn I forgot about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a lot of that.
Oh dear. I tell you what I did do. I went to John Lewis the other week, and they had a bit of a sale on. And my purchase was a sewing box, and because you know where even sewing stuff, and that's just needles, pins, repair things, suddenly outgrow the tin or the environment that you'd put them in. So I bought this lovely thing. I think it was about a third off, so it's lovely. I've got a proper sewing box now with lots of bits and bobs in it. And I couldn't find my knitting. I couldn't find my cat cardigan that I'd started the other day. And I thought, well, I've got no idea where I'd put it. Took it to the wedding because I needed pins to stick in, to put the stuff around the cake, the ribbons. And saw that I stuck my cat cardigan and all the wool in the bottom of this blooming box. So it's that big. It's actually got a project in the bottom of the box as well now. So I found me cat cardigan. Do you know what? I might pick it. I've got to finish this first, but I'll pick that up again soon. But it does take a lot of brains, I think, to work it out. But yeah, nice. Brigitte says, has anyone else had a call from O2 supposedly offering you 30 or 40% off your monthly tariff? Don't fall for it. It's a scam. When I told the last caller she was a scam, and I'm reporting it to O2. She shouted at me, and you're an idiot. You're not an idiot, Brigitte.
No, you're just on the ball. And
no one from O2 would do that. So yes, unfortunately, there are lots of different scams out there. And do you know what I love? In the UK, we've got LBC radio. On a Friday night and a Saturday night, there's two different lawyers on who do a consumer hour for 1 hour. One's at 9 o'clock on a Friday night and one's at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. And as part of that, they'll always say at the beginning, oh, I've got an update on the latest scams for you. So that's really quite good. The different scams that are out there. I love listening to a bit of a consumer hour. Absolutely love it. And yeah, so that's quite good. I haven't heard that one from them yet, but maybe I will message them to see if they can shout that out next week for you. But thank you for making us all aware, Brigitte. Yeah.
Right, should we do Facebook?
Oh my word, what time is it already?
It is 22. So let me pull it up. there we go. So I started this morning with good morning. Hope you had a good week. Looking forward to hearing about it and see you at 10. We have apologies from Marion, Tracy, and Dawn. So they can't join us. Helen can't join us. It's Helen's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday to you, Helen.
So let's do that now while we're thinking about it.
Have a wonderful day, Helen.
Yep. So, and then Deborah says, sorry, can't make this morning. Going for coffee with eldest daughter, but we'll catch up later. Hope you had a lovely time, Deborah. Marion has posted this, and it was very apt and so true of the group. It's how very like a clanger to befriend a new froglet in need. Aww. Marion has been very, very busy this week. So next Saturday, we might need to think about this coming week, Angela, because I've got decorators on Monday. I don't know what time they're turning up. We're into 2 rooms in the house now with the decorators here. So not quite sure how Wednesday night's going to work. And then next Saturday, we've got what Marion and Helen have been organising, which is the huge stash sale. So I might be doing Goggles live from there next Saturday.
Oh, wow.
But this is her getting ready. And honestly, this is only a tiny little bit of it. I've still got some, Helen's still got some. And
wow.
Yeah, just masses of it. All bagged and priced and ready to go. And we will be doing something virtual. We just haven't worked out the details yet. I was full of ideas this week, like you do, because when you take a break from everything, your brain goes, right, okay, that thing that you've forgotten about, or that thing that you were going to do, or actually let's try that instead. So yeah, had a week of that this week. So I think we're going to try and do something virtual next week for those that can't actually get there. So Georgie has posted this lovely cushion cover.
That's amazing.
It is. I think it's all crochet.
Oh.
Which is beautiful.
That is amazing.
Oh yes, and it is crocheted. There we go. Marion has finished this cardigan.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Oh yeah, there we go. That was me on Tuesday. Went to Kendall, been in 3 shops so far, 1 chocolate, 2 craft shops with wool. Very tempted in all 3, but no purchases yet. Yeah, no, didn't buy any chocolate.
Oh wow.
That's me on Monday, reminding you there's no goggles. Fran posted these, but I think we've seen them before. These are the frog earrings, aren't they, with the backs. Marion has posted, I'm not going to read it all out, but has posted this brilliant thing about cats and how to give them tablets. It's very, very funny. Very, very, very funny. Louise, progress on my Wool and the Gang jumper, my lovely frog stitch marker from Trisha Basham. That looks gorgeous, and because it's chunky and it's up so quick. Georgie has shared this lovely Winter Tears knitted shawl pattern, which I went to get, and when I saw the opening of the pattern, I was a bit like, I don't understand that. So didn't carry on. But honestly, that is gorgeous. So if you can understand the pattern, it's definitely worth the investment.
Yeah.
Linda says that she's reliably informed by her trendy son that these are the next big thing. And then there was a whole where are they from, and I went to another group, and they're called Fisherman's Lanterns. So she's ordered the hoops ready to make some. And then I found her a pattern as well.
Oh wow.
So there we go. Alice Wonderland is the pattern that I found, so that's on there for you to have a look at. Somebody asked for the mitered squares as well, so that's been sent. Oh yes, that was it. Trisha asked for it. And then we shared that Saturday. Can't see that one. This was the scarf that we saw last week, made out of the log like the blocks. Viv said growing slowly. That's her shawl. That looks lovely. That we saw last Saturday. That's Rebecca asking for the playful shawl. These are flowers, which I think we saw last Saturday as well. And there we go. That's the pattern. So I think we're kind of all caught up now. So very quiet in Facebook this week.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody took the week off.
I think so. I think we'll have to go back to having the names, you know, the themes on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So there's a reason for us to post, rather than just finished things. It's like what we're working on and a bit of fun. So we'll do that. Hello, Louise.
Hi,
Lovely
Louise.
to see you. Yeah, so we'll do that and have a little bit of fun again.
Yeah.
Because I always enjoyed seeing what people, because half the time you've got all these lovely things in your stash, haven't you, that you've created over the years, and it's nice to have an excuse to show them off, which is lovely. So we'll do that. I'm just finishing this off now. So I think I've done, is this 2 and a bit rows? I think I've done. I think it's 2 and a bit rows since we've been going.
Not sure. I've done...
No, 1 and a bit. I can't remember.
Where am I? I'm just going to go to my second corner, I think, and then I've done half a round.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant. Are you still enjoying it? Huh?
No, it's so slow. It's that's very slow for me.
Are you enjoying it still?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's bigger than I thought it would be already.
Well, that's good.
So I'm not even halfway through my second ball yet. Let me just do this one, and let me just get into the corner, and then I'll hold it up for everybody. But yeah, it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I don't think I'll need all 6 balls, unless I want to do a super duper big one.
Yeah. Well, you can make something else out of the other one, can't you?
I guess.
You could do a cowl, or you could do something on a what is it? A cushion.
So that's happened already, and that's 1 1/4 balls.
Wow.
So I think potentially only 4 balls, which will leave me with 2.
That's more than enough for something fab.
Yeah.
It's strange, isn't it? Because sometimes you get wool. I think, oh, that's a bit pricey, but it just goes on forever. So actually, it's then really good value, but you've bought an extra 2 balls, haven't you? And I always find with some of these really nice skeins, like some of them just go on and on and on. And then other ones, you're really struggling to get whatever out of a skein. This one's going on forever.
So Brigitte says she had a lot to do in the garden during the week, and an Aldi click and collect. Finished the black and mustard yellow striped blanket for eldest grandson, and started a new one for the second youngest granddaughter. Oh, do post pictures so we can see it on Monday's show.
Oh, and actually, Brigitte, I've got to say this. Hang on a minute, because it's here. I know Brigitte mentioned about her German mustard, that she'd got this huge, great tub of German mustard. And I didn't realise that you could actually freeze mustard. But I popped into a local farm shop, and somebody in front of me was saying, oh yeah, you know, we normally get this from Germany when we go over there. And I'm thinking, and after they'd gone, I said, what were they talking about that they got from Germany? She says, oh, it's the mustard. I went, what? So I know I got this. This is probably the equivalent of, I don't know, Heinz. So nothing fancy. But I got this German mustard from Peck's Farm Shop. And I'm now on my third. I only discovered it about 2.5 months ago. I'm on my third now.
Wow.
The lovely thing is the fact that it's in a little
Yeah.
tanky thing.
I love the jar.
You can use it because it is actually a glass. It's a bit of a strange glass, but it's great for out in the garden so it doesn't smash. But yeah, so it's Kuhn. Is that Kuhn? Yeah, but it's fabulous. I love German mustard anyway, and now I've got a German mustard that I can eat. So I'm actually really, really happy. So that's my little investment. And German mustard, and you're probably going to tell me that this is one of the worst ones. So when I can actually get out and about, but it's hard to get, isn't it? I mean, it's not everywhere, German mustard. But yeah, it's nice. So I had some bratwurst style sausages. They were like huge, and just dipping it in that. Honestly, I can have, I would say, probably a fifth of a pot in one sitting. Honestly, I just love mustard. I really do anyway. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying that at the moment.
Oh dear, Anne's had to go. Bye, Anne.
Bye.
So I have the ultimate question for the group then. So tomorrow, are you going to be knitting widows, or are you going to sit and watch it as well?
Oh, I'll probably watch it.
I'm not going to get a choice.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Did I watch the... No, the last one I remember walking through and went, oh, have we won? So, because, I don't know, they were playing, and I went off to do something. I don't know what I did. What day was it? Was it Tuesday they played?
Wednesday. You weren't here on Wednesday.
Yeah, I was driving all day. So
Tuesday was the first semi-final, and Wednesday was the second semi-final.
So Wednesday, so it started at 8, didn't it?
Hmm.
And I think I got home with about 15 minutes of it left because it went to extra time, didn't it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So I sat down in extra time, and I knew I'd been in the vicinity for part of it. But I have to say, I'm really, really, I think it's fabulous how normally we are so behind them, bigging them up, and everything goes wrong. And this has been the total opposite. And even football fans, I don't think there was anyone who thought we really, really had a chance. And look at them, they're in the final. That's incredible. So well done, absolutely brilliant. And I do think there's a lot to do with how much respect there is for the manager and the players between the two of them, and because he knows them, they're all players that aren't well known as well. They're not the usual crew that would normally go out there. So I think he's done a really amazing job and just been quiet, got his head down, done the work, no rah-rah. And it's just like, wow, you know, he's going down in history.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of the best managers we've had in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And he's lasted the longest, as I was telling Gary the other day, probably the longest since Sven-Goran Eriksson in the early noughties. And I really do want them to do well. I really, really do. I just don't think we're good enough yet. But that's just my personal opinion. I think if we win this, there's going to be so much pressure on the next World Cup. Whereas actually, to get to the final and be second just means that we can get stronger and better for the World Cup.
I actually think there is not one match that they've gone into that anyone has thought that they're going to win. So I just think that they will do it. I think that as I think in the past we're always used to having a Gaza there, the golden person on the pitch, and I don't think anybody has got that reputation or pizzazz, etc. They're just going out and doing the little steps, the little bits, and so I'm really quite chill, and I think that they're going to do it. There is.
I think there's definitely a different feel to the team, and they feel more like the team of the 80s and the 90s rather than the last 20 years where they've just been so full of themselves and doing everything but what they're paid to do to earn extra money.
I think, looking at them, I think there's a group of individuals who are going out and playing for their country. It's not about the status, the recognition. I don't think any of them can actually believe it's happening. It's just like, wow. And I just think that when we look at individuals, youth has no limits, no boundaries. It's just like they can do anything. And I just think absolutely unbelievable. I could not name one of, Kane. Kane, I don't know. That's the only person I know. But you look at that squad and you just think these are not people who've been playing. And I also think as well, people have a bit of a shelf life, and I do think that managers in the past have had they've put people in because they've been there for years and years and years, and they've sort of got either a little bit stayed or a little bit past their best. And I just think that I think that they are going to come out tomorrow and play their absolute hearts out because they are doing something that no football player ever expects to have in a lifetime or a career. So I'm sort of, do you know what? I think they'll just do it because they don't have that fear of failure. Just that, let me go out and try and score. And I think that they will give everything in this last match. I really do. You know, this is the one thing. So they won't be bothered if they injure themselves. They'll just go for it. So, yeah, I just think it'll be lovely. But good on both of those, both of them. Italy, it is Italy that we're playing, isn't it? Yeah. Italy and England, two incredible teams. So good luck to both of them, but I'm saying England.
Right, let's catch up on chat before we say goodbye because we're nearly there. Amber says, Angela, you bought my favourite mustard. And Brigitte follows it up with, that's the Kuhn mustard I used to have to get because the kids wanted the mugs. Kuhn is excellent. Rod managed to order the pickled gherkins from them for me. Your mustard is mild, and yes, I could eat that by the spoonful. The Lowenstolf I have is the strong version. Janice says maybe to the football. And Louise says she will be pretending to watch while she knits and just react when the rest of the family react. That sounds like a bit of a plan. And Amber says, thank you for a wonderful start to the weekend. See everyone on Monday morning. So, and that is it, folks. We are at 11 o'clock.
Wow. Wow.
Whatever you're up to over the weekend, have a lovely one. And we will see you. Angela, you're definitely here on Monday, aren't you?
Yes.
I will be in a state of chaos, so we'll be moving around with the laptop, but we'll be here. Just might have to drop in and out depending on what the decorators are up to.
And just remind us, what is Monday going to be? It's not Show It Off Monday. What is it?
Monday.
Mash Up Monday. Let's go back to Mash Up Monday. So dig out something where you've either adapted the pattern or adapted the wall or made it your own. Let's have a Mash It Up Monday and let's see some lovely stuff out of our completed stash.
Definitely. Have a lovely weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.